I hope you are not sleeping. I know it's not easy. This is something we're just learning how to operate in this way in order to keep you company. And today is the 5th day, and we're able to read about the story of Joseph, how he was sold by his brothers. And everybody knows about the story, how he dreamt, and the Lord was able to show him what he is meant to be in the future. And one thing about, he was open-minded. Some of you are equally in the same position. Some of you are open-minded. I know when I started, I was able to touch the area of you trusting people and telling them your plans or your situation. And I told you that most of these people that you tell your plans and your situation, some of them are called unfriendly friends. Friends, to you they are friends, but to them they are not. The psalmist says inwardly they curse. With their mouth they bless, but inwardly they curse. You understand? Now you can see, based on the story of Joseph, he is open-minded. He was open-minded. He went to have dream. He would go to sleep. On waking up, the Lord was revealing to him what will be in his life, what will happen to him in the future, how blessed he's going to be. And he would just wake up open-mindedly, without having anything in his mind. He would just go and tell his own blood brothers, the same family that bears the same surname, and from the same mother, from the same father. I know that they are all not from the same mother, but from the same father. He would just openly go and tell, this is the dream I had. And some of them, because they are older, they were able to interpret it in their own understanding. And they were able to find out that definitely this dream shows that this young guy is eventually going to become great. And they begin to fight to stop him. I don't know who and who that you trust, and you tell them your plans, but not knowing that they are not too comfortable with it. A lot of people smile with their face, but in their mind. But one thing is this: keep on doing good. Do not get discouraged because of the number of disappointments you must have had through people you trusted. Keep on doing good. Keep on doing good. Don't relent in doing good. And one thing about good is that when you do good, you are not actually helping doing it to that person. You are doing it to yourself. That's what I preach. I may not be right, but in my own understanding, I encourage my members. I tell them, always do good. Do it ceaselessly. And one thing about doing good, don't expect anything from anyone that you have done good to. God will use someone else. And a lot of people always say, upon all I did to so person, which means you are expecting reward. Reward is supposed to come from God. When you do something to anybody, do it for the sake of God. And don't do that good and turn the person to be your slave. That's another thing. A lot of people will do good and they will expect too much from that person that I've done good to. And most of them will turn them into their house boys or house girls. And it's not good. It's not good. When you do good to people, do not make them your slaves. Don't make them your slaves, because when you do that, one way or the other, you will not be able to have any reward from God. And secondly, if you help people, still respect them. You are helping them should not make you not to respect them. A lot of us are very good that we commonize people that we feel that they depend on us. We now commonize them, make them common. If you want to send them on an errand, you send them not minding their age. Some of them may be old people, and because you have rendered one help or the other, you turn them to be your slave or turn their children into your slave. It's wrong. Let us do good at all time. And Joseph was equally showing love. He did not, in him, because there are some attitudes the brothers must have exhibited to show him that, yes, these people is like, they are not too comfortable with me, but he may not know exactly, not knowing that it was his dream. And the very day they conspired against him, his father called him, he was sent to go and give them food because they were shepherding their father's flock. And the father had pity on them and he sent Joseph. And Joseph was equally, because of his open-mindedness. One thing about being open-minded, continue to be open-minded. Let people take advantage of you. Let them take advantage of you. But I want to let you know, the same way Joseph was rewarded, that's how you are going to be rewarded, because of your open-mindedness. Allow them to be clever. Allow them to be clever. Let them take advantage of your open-mindedness. Let them take advantage of your kindness and betray you. Let them sell you out. Let them sell you out. It may be your brothers. It may be your relatives. Let them go and conspire with outsiders and betray you. But at the end of it, you will still be the leader. They will still, the same way the brothers of Joseph came back and were dependent on Joseph. That's how every betrayal in your life. They will do everything, but continue being good. Don't stop being good. Amen? Amen. The Lord is the healer. When you talk about healing, one thing about healing, you will not know the type of pains that Joseph passed through. We are talking about healing today, Pastor Johnson. Do you know that young guy was heartbroken? Emotionally dead. We are talking about healing. Most times when we bring the case of healing, people think it's only maybe suffering from malaria, suffering from tuberculosis, suffering from cancer. Are you getting me? God healed Joseph. God healed Joseph. I'm talking about emotional healing. Today is healing. That young guy was passing through trauma. Do you know the meaning of, most times, some people do not take time to meditate on Bible stories. No. Remember that very day, his father called him, Joseph. He said, "Sir, I would love you to take water and food to your brothers." He directed them where they are supposed to be. And with all pleasure, he said, "Okay, sir," with a free mind. Nothing was in his mind. He never had any evil in his mind. And only for him to go, his own brothers, his own family relatives, his own brothers, not knowing before he could come, they said, "See the dreamer."